Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Very good evening, Mr. Vishal. How are you?
I am doing great, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Are you
asking.
able to hear me and see me clearly?
Yes, ma'am. You are visible properly and audible properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, great. So, how's your day turning?
My day was, ma'am, extremely good
Extremely
so
good.
far.
Oh my goodness. What made your day extremely good?
Yes, my because today I met my friend because after 5 years he returned from Dubai. So that's why today I'm very happy. You can say.
Oh wow, that's glad, amazing. So, you had good time?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, great to hear that. So, tell me before we jump over to our today's topic, do you have any doubt or query for me? Any question you want to ask?
Ma'am, in the last session I have mispronounced some word like as you already mentioned me in the last session, so I would like to pronounce so that if you can correct me if I make again mistakes.
Sure, let's do that. Do you remember the
Okay, ma'am.
words?
Yes, I know, ma'am. Yes, so I was flabbergasted. So flabbergasted is a correct
Flabbergasted.
pronunciation, ma'am.
Flabbergasted. Gasted.
Flabbergasted. Okay. The next one is I'm comfortable. I'm
Comfortable.
comfortable.
Guess. Better.
Okay. And the third one is permanent. This is permanent thing. So permanent is
Permanent. Yes.
in the last session I mentioned permanent. So that's why.
I remember.
And in one more ideology. So ideology. This is
Ideology. Yes.
ideology.
You got
So
it.
okay, okay. So these are the word, ma'am. I mispronounced in the last session. So I
I'm
thought I
really
should.
impressed that you prepared them up or you knew that, okay, these were my mistakes and I should not repeat that.
Yes, ma'am. Because while speaking, if you are not pronouncing the right word, so this is not good for me. So that's why I have learned.
Hmm.
Because as you already told me in the previous session, like if you talk in the like Indian speaker, so it is good. But if you talk in native speaker, so the native speaker can't understand what do I want to say.
True.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right. No worries. So, Mr. Vishal, now that you have practiced and you have impressed me up with the skill that you take things or you take feedback seriously, shall we start with today's topic?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Have you gone through the topic?
yes, ma'am. I have gone through the topic. Today's topic
What's
is
the topic for
related to family.
discussion? Family. Yes, family. So, okay, that's really good. So, as you said, you're living in a nuclear family. Nowadays, it's a latest trend. You hardly get people who are living in joint family. Why is it so?
Because, ma'am, I think everyone wants to, you can say, grow up in his and her life. So that's why they usually go outside, not to.
Good one.
Because
Wow.
because in the last session I mentioned this mistake, so that's why I remember suddenly. Whenever we go outside, like for education and due to job, so ma'am, this is you can say our compulsion. So we have to leave home, and we have to go for our joint family. Because ma'am, I live in nuclear family due to my job. Sorry, ma'am?
You can see you have to go away from your family.
Okay, okay, ma'am. We have to go away from our family due to our you can say education and due to our job. And I you can say I when I used to live in my joint family, so I feel very comfortable at that time. I felt
I
very
felt
comfortable.
comfortable. Very good. I feel comfortable. I felt comfortable. There's a difference, present, past. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
No
So I was
worries.
saying that
Mm-hmm.
like
Yes, please.
I want I want to live in joint family, but this is my compulsion, ma'am. Due to my job, I'm in 70 kilometers away from my you can say native place. Because in our police department, when you talk about our Madhya Pradesh police, there is a rule and regulation that we can't be posted in our home district. So that's why I'm here. You can say another district.
It is your compulsion or compulsion?
Compulsion, ma'am.
Shun. Can you say station? Compulsion.
Okay, station, compulsion. So
Wow.
compulsion is
See?
right, ma'am.
Yes, it's not compulsion, it's compulsion. Okay.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
it's a
Yes.
foundation.
Compulsion. Foundation.
Yes.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Whenever any word is creating trouble to you, it's better you have the alternatives. Okay. Let's suppose you are
Okay.
unable to say any word. Try saying it another way. In English, we have so many
Yes, ma'am.
synonyms, right?
Like
Just
we can say, if I'm fumble in word foundation, so I can use restriction.
yes. Restriction. Restriction is not right.
Res-
Restriction.
Restriction.
Shun. Compulsion. Restriction.
Restriction. Okay, okay, ma'am.
Wow. See, you got it. I want you to do one thing as you're really particular with your feedback. Prepare a list of commonly mispronounced words by you. Okay? In your mobile phone or maybe in your diary. All these words, note down them and while speaking, record your voice. Am I saying it right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Why not?
Yes.
Absolutely, I will do.
Be able
Yesterday
to
I was
understand.
watching. Yesterday
Yes,
I was
please.
watching a video. Mispronounced word. So there are so many words like we usually say determine. So then I yesterday got the determine,
Determine.
determine,
Yes.
and one more word like ideology. I usually say ideology. So not say logy. It's
Technology.
ideology.
Ology. Yes, technology, ideology, psychology.
Yes, ma'am.
Try to play rhyming words with yourselves, then you would be able to get a compulsion, station, a restriction, right?
Yes, ma'am. Compulsion,
Imagine.
restriction. So could you please, ma'am, ask one more word, some mispronounced word. So we usually
Mhm.
speak.
Yes, absolutely. I'll write in the chat box, otherwise, we'll not be having the exact idea. If you could open the chat box.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Image, career,
Image. It's not image, image.
image.
Image. Yes.
Okay, image. Next one is career,
Career. Yes, it's fine.
almond,
Almonds. It's not almonds, almonds.
almonds. Could you please repeat, ma'am?
Almonds. Almonds.
Uh, almonds, almond. Okay. Restaurants,
Restaurants.
restaurants, restaurants.
Restaurant. Yes, absolutely. Then this one,
Asthma,
asthma. It's not asthma, it's asthma.
asthma.
Yes.
Okay. Poem,
Poem.
poem,
It's not poem,
poem,
it's yes.
poem. Okay.
Yes, you got it.
Deng, dengue,
Dengue.
dengue, dengue.
Yes, dengue.
Oh, that's great, ma'am. Extempore,
Extempore.
extempore, extempore.
Yes.
Okay,
Extempore
okay, ma'am.
topic.
Extempore topic. But I
Hmm.
usually pronounce this word extempore. So I learn, ma'am,
It's
new things.
written as poor, but it's spelled as extempore.
Extempore. Okay, okay, ma'am.
That's one.
Pneumonia,
Pneumonia. Pneumonia. Yes.
pneumonia. Physics,
You got it. Yes.
physics, psychology,
Psychology. Now,
psychology.
yes.
Because I learned this word yesterday, so that's why I know, ma'am. Don't pronounce logy, so that's why psychology, physiology, physiology.
Physio- Yes, ology, technology, physiology, radiology. It's ology, not ology.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Great. You got a great practice. Any other word you
Thank you,
feel
ma'am.
problem in?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay, all right. I want you to tell me what are the pros and cons of living in joint family? As you have lived in joint family before, there are many challenges as well. What kind of challenges you feel are there, and what
Yes,
kind of positive aspects are there?
yes, ma'am. When we talk about ma'am advantage, so there are so many advantages like in joint family, and when we talk about nuclear family. So first of all, I would like to talk about ma'am joint family. If we live in joint family, so we can share our thoughts and our ideas in everyone. Like suppose we feel some uncomfortable, if we are any problem, so we share with our parents, our brother, our siblings, our grandfathers, something like that. So this is good thing, ma'am. And when we talk about ma'am disadvantage, so suppose you have to go anywhere, so you have to like ask our parents, with our grandparents, and we have to say I am going there, but we have to ask from our parents, and if they are not
It's
agree, they are not ready, so we can't go anywhere. And
you
there are
have
lots
to
of
take
things, ma'am. This is,
permissions.
yes, ma'am, we have to take permission.
Yes, that's
Permission
true.
is correct, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. Permission. Instead of saying you have to ask them, you can say you have to take permission. If they allow, if they grant, then yes, you can go, otherwise, no. So it's a challenge.
Yes, ma'am, this is the challenge. Disadvantage, we can't say disadvantage, but
Pros
we
and
can say
cons.
like,
Yes. Yeah, everything comes
yes,
with its positive and negative aspect. I would say it is like a contrary situation. For a joint family, you're still a kid. When you are living in a
yes,
nuclear family, you are the king of the family. You can take the decisions. But when you're staying in the
but
nuclear family, or sorry, in the joint family, you have to seek for validation. You have to go and take permission every time.
yes, ma'am, yes. But I would like to tell you one more thing, ma'am. Like, as you mentioned that if we live in a nuclear family, so we are the head of the family. But this is very difficult thing, ma'am. If we are head of the family, so we have lots of responsibility, and we, you can say, we have to manage all these things. So this is also very difficult thing. But yeah,
Yes.
we can take some decision. This is good thing, but if we are like if we are head in our family, so this is very challenging thing, because I know when my, because I am living nuclear family nowadays, so it happens most of the time. Like I usually confused. Suppose my daughter and my son is doing something, like he is suffering from any fever and something like that. So I am very, you can say, I feel very bothered. Like I have to go in hospital, and where I will go, and how can I manage all these things? So this is very difficult task to be a head of the family.
I can understand that. See, I think that's how you become or you grow in life. The responsibilities brings the maturity in you,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
When
Yes,
you're
you're absolutely
saying in
true.
a nuclear family, you have to be responsible for everything that you do for the family. So
Yes,
that's how
ma'am.
you
Yes.
feel,
And
okay, yeah.
I usually take this type of responsibility, like not only for my family, for other family. Like I work in police department, so we usually face this type of situations. We have to take decision immediately.
True that. You have to be quick with your response.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, ma'am, I pronounce right immediately.
Yes,
Immediately.
yeah, it's fine. Immediate, yes. Then there are two words, live and leave. You say, I'm leaving in joint family. Live means जीना, leave means leave the room. किसी चीज को
Yes,
छोड़
ma'am.
के
Yes.
जाना is leave. So you have to say quick. I'm living in joint family or I'm living in nuclear family. Okay? I'm
I'm
leaving
living
is
in nuclear.
living. Live and
I'm living
leave.
in. I'm living in nuclear family.
Perfect.
Okay,
You got it.
that's great, ma'am.
Hmm. All right. So nowadays it's a culture, as I just mentioned. Even if you're staying in the same city, you try or you tend to separate from your family. Why is it so? Do you think these days people do not like foundations? As you said, in joint family, you have to ask for permissions. If the permission is not granted, then you have to ruin the plan or you have to cancel it off. So, do you think people these days are not good at taking permissions? They feel I should live the life I want.
Yes, ma'am. Now this you can say this is the culture, and face this type of problem. Like lots of people usually come in our police station that my son is bothering me. He is not listening to us. Parents came in our police station. Yes, that my son he usually like play PUBG game. Nowadays he is not a PUBG. I think this is some you can say
There are many
related to
other.
PUBG,
Yeah, I got it.
and he usually play in the night light. He 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and when
Late
I
night.
yes late night and we whenever we try to say them don't play game in the night, so he usually fight against fight me. So please sir, solve out my problem. How can I do this? How can I manage these
Solve.
things?
Solve.
Solve out.
Solve.
Solve.
SOLV. Solve. It's not solve.
Solve.
Solve. So,
Solve.
v. Solve.
Solve. Solve.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is the you can say recently you can say this is the new incident for me.
God, I look at the people these days. What has happened to the world?
And he usually play like a tournament. We can say this is a PUBG tournament the whole night.
God.
I remember I listened this type
It
of thing
is
first time.
really
This,
addictive.
this
Yes, I think many
yes, ma'am.
cases were out there when PUBG was banned in India. And of course, you should not be addictive, especially in your early teenage, or I would say, because it's the time you should
Yes,
make
ma'am.
or reshape your career. So our focus should be
Yes,
on
ma'am.
what can I do in my life, or how can I find my true potentials.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
But it is
The
really shocking.
yes, ma'am. The game is Free Fire. Yes, ma'am. I got it. Free Fire.
Oh, Free Fire, yes, yes, I am aware of this game.
So
So
the
what did
parents are
you
very
do
you can say.
the moment you got
Then
such?
I reached immediately their house. Reached their house and I talked with the guy. You can say he's only 15-year old. 15
Oh
year old.
my God.
Yes, ma'am. And
He's in early teenage and
he
look at what they're doing.
yes, ma'am. And then you can say our we I called in our counseling team for counseling, and then in the early morning he sent to in the you can say one stop center. One stop center means the the child is he is not interested to live with their parents, so we usually send for the one stop center for 1 day or 2 day for counseling.
Okay.
And then now he is you can say agree to live with their family, and he told that I will not play game.
With his
So it's
family, their family is not right. We are talking about one person, right?
yes, ma'am, with his family.
Okay, all right. I asked you one thing, Mr. Vishal. Are you doing that homework? I asked you every day you have to share one story to yourself so that you know how to present. Last time you shared a story of a snatcher with me, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The
Yes,
same way today you're sharing the story. There are so many cases, there's so many stories every day. If possible, try to write down. If possible, try to share it. Because sharing stories will help you have a grip over your presentation skills. So that if you're struggling with words, you will get to know. In case you are not getting the pronunciation right, we'll improve on. Okay, so it will solve two purpose at a time. They say killing two birds with single stone.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, I will definitely try.
Amazing. Now our call would disconnect, Mr. Vishal, and here comes the feedback time. I generally don't hold the feedback by the end, as you know. I try to give it every now and then. But the kind of engagement you show throughout the session is really appreciative. Throughout you feel that okay, if I'm committing a mistake, let me learn what mistake I have so that I don't repeat it. So keep up the good work, keep up the spirit high, and we will see you soon. Okay? I hope you enjoyed the
Okay.
session.
Yes, ma'am. I enjoyed session. I have learned lots of new things like pronunciation, extempore, not extempore, extempore.
It's
So this type of
temporary.
things. Yes.
Yes. All
So this is
right.
very helpful for me.
I wish you happy learning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.